Williams going to throw on the first play. That'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 2.
He'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
13 yards on the play. And the Bears first down.
On the option, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he is out of bounds. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Chicago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going in short game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They're going to go. It's Ward. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. They're looking at a second down and 9 to go. To throw, it's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the give, here's Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. That one, take it in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Get it. Cougar 19.
On 1st down, Ward. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
19-18.
From the gun, here's Ward. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. Oh. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Wolf. That is caught left side by Helm. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Ward. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here we go on 4th with Ward. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
Ward Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore.
It's now
second down. They will run it over center with Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bears first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 7. To throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw is Ward. Oh, a huge mistake right in the hash. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Bears take over first.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
In motion, it's Odunze. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. They wind up getting 4 on that 4th and 1.
4th down. There's no throwing the ball away. There's no giving yourself up. If you're going to turn yourself into a runner, you got to go get it. And that's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to put his head down, put his body on the line, pick up the first down, and keep this drive alive.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
2nd and 10.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
To throw is Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. Will find his receiver. That's DK. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the first down.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Ward. Got a man downfield. It's Eilmanner. And he will go all the way. Alec Eilmanner. Touchdown, Tennessee. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Burden, the man on the move. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing is Ward. That is caught. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Purple 80. Ready,
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Duvernay on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Kevin Winston is there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. They'll take this to about the 28. Cedric Gray there to bring him down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have the Bears first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 48-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Whiskey! What is that? Vegas!
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. A throw downfield caught by Burton. And he's into the end zone. Luther Burton. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Jim Dike. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Off play action, it's Ward. That one on target to Ridley. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got it.
Loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. Steady.
From the gun, here's Ward. Rolling right. He's going to run it. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
That's complete to DK. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. They snap it to Ward. He'll buy time left. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Here we go.
first down. It's Ward. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Their defensive.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around,
nowhere to go. He is taken down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
9 yards. And it's fourth down.
79 Broncos. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 49.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
A gain of 24 yards.
this is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They're not liking it.
They'll drop to throw. It's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
What is that?
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Here's a shot. toward the end zone. That was incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, Ward. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
One last throw here for Ward. Flush to his right. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team.